I have mapped out free land for you. Ooni of Ife tell Afro-Brazilian induct President Lula as Oduduwa descendant. My people, now welcome to Boris Gist TV. I greet una according to the time how una dey. Yes, so the Ooni of Ife Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunsi traveled to Brazil on a 5-day visit and met with the Brazilian president Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. During his stay, Ooni got the support of Brazilian government as they inaugurated traditional worship day called Ecce Day. Ooni told the Afro-Brazilian that they are welcome back in Nigeria and that he has prepared a portion of land for them to invest and reside. Not be small thing, my people. Not be small thing, my country people. Una welcome. Una see this Brazilian descendant where be say una know say during the time of slave trade when e be say all these oyibo people they come they buy people. Most of the people where be say they carry go that Brazil for that place. They say they be from Yoruba, they be Oduduwa descendant. So Ooni of Ife, they always they go visit them. They follow them, they do things, they parapọ̀ together. Now Ooni of Ife don't finally say, then they're free to come back to Nigeria, to their hometown. Or say go back part land for them where be say then go there, they go fit stay there, marry, do things, say because that is where they come from. His Imperial Majesty Ooni Adeyeye Ogunsi and his royal entourage on the invitation of the President of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, and the Brazilian National Assembly Parliament received a resounding welcome as they retaliate their continuous commitment, recognition, and support for Yoruba culture and traditional Orisa Day, which was backed by the Brazilian constitutional law signed by the president. The law give freedom of religion to Brazilian and territorial people and open practice of ACC by Brazilians. No be small thing Ooni of Ife go do. No be small thing. The Parliament Deputy Speaker, Deputado Vacinho that this Brazilian name now, wow, who led other lawmakers to receive the foremost African monarch in the parliament, described the Ooni as a caring father whom the Brazilian community hold in very high esteem. The lawmaker, who expressed heartfelt joy in Portuguese, said Ooni Ogunsi in his speech called for the unity of African descendants across the world, using the legislative arm of the Brazilian government to support President Lula with necessary Afro-Brazilian legislation. Speaking further on the similarity between Brazilian and Africa, Ooni said, look at the good-looking Afro-Brazilian in this chamber. They all look like my first cousin back home in Nigeria and Africa. We are one people, and the earlier we recognize the strength in our unity, the better for us all. I vow never to forget you. You are a major part of us in my kingdom of Ileife, and we hope to receive you home as soon as possible. I have deliberately mapped out free land for you all to come and live and invest and reside. You see? In his response, the Brazilian president mentioned, my wife called you my father. Your love for us and the country is indeed well appreciated, and I promise you my continued love for Africa. I have visited 44 countries in Africa and opened 19 embassy. Brazil under my administration has a historical part with Africa. My wife and I are extremely fulfilled as your presence here today assure that the ACC day has come to stay, President Lula added. Wow. So Ooni of Ife now, the Brazilian people now, they go dey celebrate ACC day. Imagine, Ooni in his unending quest to harness and promote Yoruba culture beyond the shores of Africa through religion, cultural value, and heritage tourism, exchange travel on a 5 days working visit to Brazil. Now, wow. Ooni of Ife dey try, sha. The guy dey try. I'm not telling a lie. What he's doing is really commendable. So, my people, I know say Ooni of Ife travel to Brazil. It always they travel to Brazil every year. I don't know because according to report, they say Brazil people, this particular Afro-Brazilian, they be descendant of Oduduwa. So during those time when we say that they take when they do all those their slave trade, now that time they take come pack a lot of people go that side. So a lot of people now, Ooni of Ife, they already promised these people say, ain't ready to map out land for them. Who won't come home, make it come home. My own be say, what Ooni of Ife is doing is good though. Is good though. What they do is good though. But when I see these Yoruba people, sometimes because of why they say this thing now, because of waiting they happen for Lagos. Not be the time when we say Brazilian people they will call come. Only of Ife don't map out land for them where they go stay, everything. When they go don't come now, come invest. Begin they prosper. When they go want to contest, maybe for governorship election. Now that time I go come tell they say now na get land. Then be stranger. Now na get land. Make them come out. They won't come take over that. No, know that kind of thing. See what they happen for Lagos now. Yoruba people sell land, give Igbo people. Then they stay there. Now that they claim say now they get land, they won't pursue them, all those kind of things. So, but what Ooni of Ife is doing is very, very commendable, honestly. It's very, very commendable. It's a welcoming development, yes. In the sense that Ooni of Ife na father, na first class king, and he just trying to promote the Oduduwa culture and make sure say he projects them to the world to see. All right, my people. Now this one I say make I carry just call touchlight. In case you never subscribe to MAUREEN'S TV, make you hit the subscribe button and have a nice day. Bye.